Welcome to the Schmucks podcast, episode 1, called This Gets Pulled from YouTube and John's career gets ruined in one episode, in 5 minutes. First guest here is John, you're 5. John 5, for those who don't know. You've been there for a couple years now. When did you start this whole deal?
Well, listen, I don't want to get too into how I started off.
Daikana review is kind of like, no, it's the first review where you go, it's not going to go in the library next to Star Wars.
Thank you, Zachary. I think I just got more professional, I guess, because when they program a game, they have a UI? No. Hey, an API. I just find history interesting because you can find patterns, echoes, and you can sort of sort out how things have risen and fell, and it comes in waves.
Just like that man who died and he went, ooh, oh my heart, my lungs, this is death.
Your podcast is off to a great start.
What the fuck?
Hashtag history, soy milk review. Hashtag history,
Santa's not real.
hashtag history, hashtag history, hashtag history.
What up, pussy?
Hashtag history,
Suck the old dick.
hashtag history. I'm not that kind of boy. Hashtag history, hashtag history, hashtag history. As a young boy of 20, I'm around old pants and I think, excuse me, I'm demon.
He got a little owie. I think he hailed one big aid. So Kelly Fisher, JFK's brain hole. What were you talking about?
I don't know. Mario Run, the new great app on App Store. It features 100% of new enemy. Goomba, Koopa,
Big mushroom.
Goomba, Koopa, Mushroom, and Bowser.
Oh yeah, Mario plushies. Let's go back to that. In the words of the nerd, what were they thinking?
I just find history interesting because you can find patterns, echoes, and you can sort of sort out how things have risen and fell, and it comes in waves.
Just like that man who died and he went, ooh, oh my heart, my lungs, this is death.
Your podcast is off to a great start.
What the fuck?
Hashtag history, soy milk review. Hashtag history,
Santa's not real.
hashtag history, hashtag history, hashtag history.
What up, pussy?
Hashtag history,
Suck the old dick.
hashtag history. I'm not that kind of boy. Hashtag history, hashtag history, hashtag history.
That's all, folks.
You maniac.